when the Nephilim genetically engineered humans, how were their souls brought into their bodies?
Who's that by? Who asked that question?
Bob.
Bob, you get a gold star for that question. According to the A's, they were trying to create physically a working class that would go into the mines, that could follow direction, etc. It's my understanding that what was overlooked is the genetic combination of everything that became the sum total of humanity as we know ourselves today. They were actually surprised to know that soul attached to it, to those physical forms, and that and what's interesting is that souls did not begin to attach to the bodies until they gave us the power to recreate. And I use those words specifically. They gave us the power to recreate ourselves. When they did that, souls began to incarnate into the physical form, into the body. This would suggest that everything is monitored, everything is being watched, that everything happens for a very specific reason. And isn't it interesting that we find ourselves in this place where we represent a significant portion of very advanced civilizations in our galaxy. This one little race of ours represents 22 or 24 different star nations. It's unusual. It's extremely unusual who we've become and what we represent out there. It's very, very one-off. And then here we are fighting for our freedom. Fighting for our ability to make our own decisions, to make our own mistakes, to know what the truth is. And to learn to love ourselves and love each other, in the process. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating.
Did the children who are in places like the DUMBs have a soul arrangement to experience this or to help by waking up humanity? I can't imagine a soul volunteering for that or planning to allow it to happen to children. Is there free will involved, or are they not fully human? Are some of them NPCs or hybrids? Thank you, with love.
Leith, I'm in the same place you are. I'm in the exact same place you are. And no, I don't believe that they volunteered to go through this. And I'll tell you why. It's really simple. It's by the action of the Star Alliance. They changed the law of the intervening code in order to assist the planet, because very evolved souls were being born into the planet in order to raise the frequency, and they were being targeted by the dark ones. They could tell by the frequency and the energy around the body of the child who they needed to grab. They were targeted. This is one of the chief decisions why they made a decision, an executive decision, to come in and begin assisting with boots on the ground. So, no, obviously they didn't agree to this. You know, evil exists. It's real. And sometimes its head is so far up its ass that it cannot see anything but what it is, which means it'll never change direction. It's going to follow that path to wherever it goes. And people get hurt because they can't see the consequences of what they're doing to others, because they're so far up that hole that they can't see anything but what they're doing. And whatever drives them, I don't know. I don't ever want to know. So I don't know. So no, I don't believe so. And the actions of others would indicate that that's a fact. Okay, it was more than just about us. You know, we have a lot of starseed here. You're going to be shocked to know, and you know, when there are people who say, you know, we are a star family, there's an awful lot of truth to that. Many of these people, once we come into full consciousness, we're going to know. We've served with them in their star fleets, their spacecraft, in other planets, in other lifetimes. You know, this is not a one and done. And if you're here for the first time, you know, I'd like to think this is semi-advanced. But, you know, there's not a single one of us who's had a one and done lifetime, and then that's it. You're tossed in the trash and you just melt into oblivion. That's simply not it at all. It's just that the amnesia hits others harder than others. And others are all on different timelines as to wake up and what they choose to do. Some people, I think, go through this lifetime or this third density wanting to remain in amnesia. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. And others don't. They choose to wake up. So I don't know what each individual soul path is. I'm still working on my own, making some adjustments, some addendums. So we'll just have to see. But to answer your question, well, I think I did answer your question. Based on their action and their intervention to assist going down into the dumps and help cleaning out, they, like those of us who are human, want the end of what's happening to our children and our teens and humanity as a whole over with. We need to change direction. Hate is an incredibly destructive energy. It's profoundly destructive.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it insightful, please like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on future updates.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too, or I'll be back.